I'm going to send this beautiful short position in here, something I haven't done in months, maybe a year, is in the pre-London session. I think we're gonna go short here. I'm gonna take the smallest of trades for just a almost $300 profit, just to go into New York session with a nice $300 profit. So I do think we're gonna hit. Let's see what happens. Obviously, actually my targets are down here, but I'm not gonna hold that long. So let's see if we can wrap up this blog with a W and the real trading session. This is just a gimme. Good morning. We did end up hitting that little mini trade for almost $300, right? Hold up. August 9th, 9:06. So we're heading into session right now. You guys can see right here, if you guys look at the position, it got smacked to a T. Beautiful. So we're gonna break that little mini trade down that we had in the London session. You can see that London literally dumped as soon as we open. What happened? What I hoped had happened, where we create that lower high and prices drop to our next level where H4 imbalance was going to be at. So now I'm going to analyze and let's see what we have for Monday, 9:30. It could very well be that we don't have anything. So getting ready for the day. It can very well be that we don't have anything. It's Monday, and I don't think we have any news, so we'll be careful today. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for watching an entire video. This was a different type of video where I just threw in clips together of a day in my life. And it was Sunday, actually. It was a Sunday. We just chilled. We just relaxed. We got shit done. I got a new furniture little piece for my living room, which is pretty dope that I built myself. Putting the living room pretty much together. I got some shelves that I'm going to put up on the wall. I just have to get some certain nails and drill bits. So yeah, I'm probably going to do that this week or probably tomorrow, to be honest. But I have a very interesting trade to show you guys. It was the first London trade that I've taken probably since I traded Forex, which is pretty crazy because it's been a while, right? And why did I take this trade? One, because I had a lot of, like, if I had this set up in New York, I'd be taking it, right? So that's why I kind of looked at it and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this trade. And because of the conditions that I ran, trading London for the first time in a while, basically kind of against the trend, I'm going to, lower my risk. So that's why you saw I really only went for $130 risk, but the reward was almost $300. And going into New York session in the morning, I'm going up with $300 profit. We could come out with a huge day on top of that, but which we actually ended up doing. We secured another trade for another 250, ended up 500 P&L. I'll probably show up the screenshot right here. But I'm not going to break that trade down. I want to break the London trade down because I think it was pretty interesting, right? And to understand this London trade, you have to understand a couple of things here, right? So what am I looking at here? I'm looking at NQ going into the week, and I realized something. I realized that, price is extremely bullish. When you're looking at this right here, you're looking at, we're in a obviously uptrend, right? And what's the angle of this right here? It's these highs up here, and it's pretty evident, right? It's pretty evident that we're going to be reaching these highs. We're in clear bullish territory, right? And then you see that we've done what every single time that we've created major highs, right? We've come down and rebalanced that 50 equilibrium point, right? Every single time without fail, right? So as we create new highs, right, I have the same idea. I think we're just going to come down, find some fair value gap within H4, right? We're going to find some fair value gap within here, wait for price to tap into the fair value gap that's within the discount, and from there we'll go long. And that's basically what I had, right? But Yes, I had longs. So what did I go short? I wanted to go short into my longs, right? So it's almost like kind of using it as a confluence, but not at the same time, right? Because at the end of the day, we are shorting in an uptrend, but that's fine as long as you have your confluences and you know what you're doing, right? So we're clearly bullish. I do want to go long still, right? And I do want to reach these highs over here at 23,840. So what am I going to do here, right? What am I looking at? Well, I'm looking at price to come down to this level down here. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for price to come down at this level right here. So in my mind, I was like, okay, I have shorts, right? I have longs. I want to go long down here, but I'm looking at the market, and the market did a couple of things, right? Market on Friday creates this high. When we open up on Sunday and pre-London Monday, we sweep those highs, right? So I'm looking at myself and I'm like, okay, wait. I do want to go long, but I want to go long down here, right? Which means price has to go short first. So that in itself has already been a confluence. Right? So I have these highs, right? On top of that, I have these highs that got swept, right, in pre-London. On top of that, you look at market structure, right? What does market structure tell you? Market structure is king, and that's what I tell everybody. Market structure is king. So I have lower highs being met, and I have failures to close above. I have a sweep, and I have wicks to the upside. Okay. I'm like, all right. You got this double top formation, right? You had a divergence on ES. I'm like, wow. I want to take a trade here, right? I really do. Fair value gap is right here, right? But by that point, I'm not even looking at the market. I'm not even looking at the market until I'm right around here, where price creates this fair value gap, right? Price creates this fair value gap. And this is now heading into 1 in the morning. I'm going to sleep. I got to get up. I got to trade. I got to get shit done. I'm going to sleep. So I was like, you know what? I really like this setup, right? I really like this setup. Price is going to do one of two things. And price is going to target down here. The reason why this was my target was because on the H4, this was a fair value gap, right? This is a fair value gap on the H4 time frame. So I'm going to mark my level down here. So I'm like, okay, if price is going to go short down here, it's going to do it off these levels. No matter what I'm hoping is that price creates a lower high. Doesn't matter. So if price pulls up here and then drops, that's fine. Creates a lower high, right? I know price is going to create a lower high, but you honestly in these instances don't know to where it's going to pull back at. So that's why no matter what, my stop had to be all the way up here. How I like to call it, protected. It had to be a protected high. If price reaches all the way up here, I'm clearly wrong, and you have to remember that, right? You can be wrong. You're clearly just wrong, right? So I set my sell limit, as you guys saw before I went to bed, and price triggers me on here. Price is going to continue to break above, and price is actually going to, go short a little bit, but price is actually going to, play around, and price is actually going to reach up to this fair value gap that was created all the way up here, right? That's what happens. No matter what I wanted was the security that price was going to make a lower high. And guess what? It did. This is the lower high I wanted, and this is a fair value gap that I ended up tapping into. Imagine getting this entry right here. It makes the biggest difference, right? It makes the biggest difference. Look at this compared to this. Imagine. But as soon as London opens up, right, price, it literally taps into that fair value gap, hits that trend line point, and the rest is just history. I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, we're up a clear, beautiful $300 to begin the trading day, the trading week, right? Wake up in New York, up $300. I'm like, wow, I was sleeping, which is pretty fire. And then I ended up taking a trade, which I'm not going to break down in this video, which we closed out early because I was already up at $250 to end us up at P&L at $500. Oh, in this combine, we're up $1,000, so we're a third of the way through. So this is the week we're going to make some strides. This is the week we're going to kill it. This is my first London trade session in literally over a year. I'm not even playing with you. I'm so very happy about this, just grateful, and it's been a great trade. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys really learned from this because this has a lot of information. This simple setup has a lot of information, so I really hope you guys learned about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Hope you guys like more of those type of vlogs. If you guys don't, let me know. If you guys do, let me know. Turn your post notifications on, like, comment, and please subscribe. I answer to everybody. Everything is in the description if you guys want to learn how to trade one by one, one-on-one, or join the Discord with all the students. Get the course lessons, whatever you guys need. I'm always here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.